Hey everybody, and welcome back to another One of Everything Wednesdays. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back again with MOZ Magic. Little store located in the outskirts of Erin, Ontario. Phenomenal selection. Mo's a great guy. Definitely go check him out. Had a really good chat with him while I was there. Super chill guy, super nice. Lots of product. So, I mean, like, if you are just joining us now, you've missed a lot, but you've come in for some good stuff. We've got a lot of stuff to open still. We've got 2 more weeks at least of Mo's, and then I'm going to have to find another shop. And how are any other shops going to live up to Mo's? Well, they're not. Not in the number of packs available, but hey, that doesn't mean that we're not going to go and check it out and open up the packs. Still going to do it. Still going to open them. I just don't think we'll ever make it to 104 packs ever again. I don't think we'll get there. Maybe we will, but I doubt it. Anyway, this week we're starting with Scourge and we're ending with Invasion. So we got some interesting packs here. This is kind of like the core time that I was playing Magic originally back in high school, around this era. And I'm guessing it's probably the same for a lot of folks out there. And so I don't know if there's a whole heck of a lot of value across these sets. Yeah, like 135, 118. Okay, Onslaught's pretty good at 500. 150, 140, 336, 90, oof, 365, 130, 287. So I'm just kind of looking at like the paper value of the full set of the cards from those sets. And so like we know that, you know, it might be hard for us to find some value in these packs for our patrons, but that's okay. We're still going to open them up, and who knows? Maybe we'll hit some sweet foil or some nonsense where it's worth some ridiculous sum of money. It's possible. It's possible. And if not, we'll still open them anyway, because that's what we're here for. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about when I say the patrons get all of the cards of value that I open out of these series, out of the One of Everything series. Every card I open that's worth $1 or more goes into the patron pile. Any patron who stays on at one of the Magic tiers for more than a month, essentially, like every month that they renew, they get entered. They get an extra pull from the patron pile. So it's not like it's not like a chance to get something extra. It's every month. Every month that you stay a patron, you get an extra pull from the patron pile. In addition to whatever other tier rewards you might be getting from whatever you're working on. So anyway, first up is Scourge. Scourge has at least one common. Has a common worth $1, and that is the Carrion Feeder. We all know the Carrion Feeder, right? Carrion Feeder's great. The old card frame now, too. We're back to the old card frame with the very dark colors. Misguided Rage. Man, this takes me back. Oh, man. Twisted Abomination. Yeah. Coast Watcher. Good old Bird Soldiers. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. So, these sets were very tribe-heavy. Like, very, very tribe-heavy. So, no Carrion Feeder for us. That's okay. What about uncommons? We want to see Undead Warchief, or Panim's Aura, or Long-Term Plans, or Dragon Speaker Shaman, Tendrils of Agony. Lots of options here. I don't believe that Dragon Stalker is one of them, though it is a 3/3 flyer with protection from dragons, which is pretty cool. We got Proteus Machine, which is, I don't believe anything. Oh, there's a long-term plans, though. The Proteus Machine, yeah, just 14 cents for that guy. Long-term plans, though, that was on our list, right? About a $3 uncommon right there. Not too shabby. And our rare is Corona False God. $3.50, this says. Look at that. All right, so this is a legendary creature, 5/5 for 1 and Wooburg. With haste, it says at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player untaps Corona False God and gains control of it. Whenever Corona attacks creatures of the type of your choice, get +3/+3 until end of turn. That sounds awkward and weird and strange, and doesn't sound great in limited format for Scourge, since Scourge was very tribal heavy. So giving your opponent essentially a 5/5 haster that pumps all of their creatures of a chosen type seems like not the best plan. Legions is next. And Legion, we don't have any commons that we need to worry about in Legions. Uncommons, we have a few. We'll still scroll through the commons, though, because who doesn't like looking at these old cards? Fugitive Wizard, good times. Lowland Tracker, yep. Dude with, like, no mouth. I always assumed he was wearing, like, a mask on his face, but maybe it's just the way the art is. You just can't see his mouth. It just doesn't look like he has a mouth. It's weird. It's weird. Void Mage Apprentice. Ah, yes, Morph. Good old Morph. Timberwatch Elf, everyone's favorite pump elf. Daru Sanctifier, and then we're into uncommons now. So uncommons, we have Root Sliver, Shifting Sliver, Noxious Ghoul, Wirewood Channeler, Corpse Harvester, and Ward Sliver. So we have a bunch of slivers we need to look for. Crook Claw Elder, Branch Snap Lorien, Deathmark Prelate? Deathmark Prelate. None of those things were the things we're looking for. But there is a sweet cleric, right? Oh, and our rare is a Primal Whisperer, which I don't think is anything super exciting. Nope, it's like 38 cents. That's okay, though. It's a 2/2 for 5, 4 and a green. And it says, it gets +2/+2 for each face-down creature in play. Not just your own. So, I mean, like, if you've got lots of face-down creatures, I guess that's a thing. Alright, so next up is, of course, Onslaught. And Onslaught has a fair amount of value in it. I think it's because it's got the fetch lands, right? That's where we're seeing the value. So anyway, we've got at least one common worth $1, and that is the Well-Wisher. So it's the elf. Fever Charm, Crown of Vigor, yeah, good stuff. Dirge of the Dead. Ooh, Information Dealer. This is a fun card. So it's a 1/1 wizard that says, tap it, look at the top X cards of your library where X is the number of wizards in play, and put them back in any order. I play this in my wizard deck. It's a great card. Getting to scry like 4 or 5 for tapping a 1/1? I'll take it. Wirewood Pride, Disciple of Malice, Daru Lancer, Shock. Look at that old Shock art. You guys are so used to that, the Shock art from now. Look at that old Shock art. Shocking that lizard. Alright, we've got Infest as an uncommon. And in the uncommon slot, we have a whole pile of stuff. We've got Dwarven Blast Miner, Explosive Vegetation, Soulless One, Blackmail, Chain of Vapor, Affetto Alchemist, and Wirewood Lodge. So we didn't hit the Well-Wisher. Infest, Feeding Frenzy, and Nova Cleric. So none of the uncommons. Do we get a land, though? Are you a land? You're not a land. So we don't get a fetch. But we do get this blue... Artificial Evolution. Look at that crab. That crab. It's not even a crab. It's like an octopus with. It's a crabdopus. A crabdopus. I mean, we know that it's just like a cephalid, right? I think that's what they call them. So the 37 cents. 1 blue mana instant speed. Change the text of target spell or permanent by replacing all instances of one creature type with another. The new creature type can't be legend or wall. Well, there you go. Judgment is next. Now, Judgment has some interesting stuff in it as well. Again, these sets were very, very heavy on the tribal stuff. So, Prismatic Strands... common, worth $1.70-ish, and Flaring Pain. Okay. Defy Gravity. Good old Lava Dart. Who doesn't like Lava Dart? 1 mana, deal a damage, and then you can flashback it by sacking a mountain. Good old Lava Dart. Alright, none of the commons. We didn't hit Prismatic Strands or Flaring Pain. In the uncommon slot, we've got a few here. We've got... Hey, Crows and Verge is on the list. It's a $1.05 approximately. Oh man, Grizzly Fate. This card is also on the list. Grizzly Fate's a great card. So it's a 5 mana, 3 and green. Put 2 bears into play. Threshold. Instead, you put 4 bears. And it has flashback for 7. Oh, and we hit Anger. Anger's also on the list. Wow. The uncommon run in this pack of Judgment was pretty on fire. So we got... Oh, sorry, I should put these in the right pile. Boom. Boom, like so. So there's Anger. Anger's a great card. So it's a 2/2 with haste for 4. But as long as it's in your graveyard and you control a mountain, creatures you control have haste, which is pretty bonkers. And our rare is a Silver Seraph. There you go. Silver Seraph's a fun card. Expensive. 8 mana for a 6/6 flyer. But Threshold is other creatures you control have +2/+2. And Threshold was not very hard to get in this set, because the whole point was Threshold. Alright, Torment is next. So, I mean, we don't get to add the rare, unfortunately, but we do get to add that sweet, sweet run of uncommons. So, we'll take it. Torment is next. Torment's most expensive card is an uncommon. That is the Cabal Coffers. We have a couple commons. We've got Cabal Ritual, and we've got Accelerate. Arrogant Worm. Oh, look, it's Morningtide. You know, like the set. Only not the set. Mystic Familiar, Frenetic Purification, Unhinge, Barbarian Outcast, Restless Dreams, Cephalid Snitch, Nantuko Calmer, Crippling Fatigue. Have we... Oh, the uncommons were up front. Did we get the... Oh, Morningtide was the rare. Oh, I was like, what's happening here? Okay, so Morningtide was our rare, which I don't think... do we see Morningtide on the list? 28 cents. Yeah. And I don't believe... I'll have to look at these uncommons, but I don't think we saw any of those. And then Cabal Ritual. We obviously didn't hit the Cabal Coffers either. Carrion Rats, not so much. No. Okay, so we didn't hit any of the commons. I didn't even see that it was in the other order. They changed it a lot. Chainer's Edict, Cleansing Meditation, Tainted Isle, Tainted Peak, Circular Logic, Tainted Wood. Yeah. So no Cabal Coffers and none of these uncommons of note. There you go. Alright, so I gotta pay attention then, because I'm assuming the rest of these packs are going to be similar. So Odyssey, Odyssey's next, has a couple commons. We've got Moment's Peace, and we've got Diligent Farmhand. Okay, so see, look, this is commons on the front again now. Embolden. So why was it different for Torment? Like, why did Torment do it the other way? Probably because of where it was produced. That's my guess. So in the commons, we're looking for a Diligent Farmhand and Moment's Peace. I think Moment's Peace is a white card? No, green. It's a green. Oh, they're both green. All right. Oh, Careful Study's a fun card. Sorcery, 1 mana. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards from your hand. Crows and Archer. Rights of Refusal. Simplify. And then we're on to uncommons. Okay, so uncommons. Let's see. What do we find? We've got a few here. Over $1. We've got Dwarven Recruiter, Squirrel Nest, Predict, Druid's Call, Buried Alive, Cephalid Colosseum, Stand Still, Sadistic Hypnotist, and Price of Glory. Vivify is not one of them, and neither is Zombie Infestation. And neither is Milliken. This was a reprint as well. We saw that in... Oh, there's a Braids, though. How about Braids Cabal Minion? I believe Braids is banned, which is why it's not worth anything, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it is banned. Apocalypse is next. Alright, Apocalypse. What do you got for me? And what order are your cards in? This is the question I ask. Okay, uncommons at the front. So, we need to go commons. Is there any commons we need to look for? Standard Bearer. Standard Bearer. Okay, so we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are our uncommons and our rare. right? Should be. Okay, if there was a foil there, I have no idea where it ends up. So let's just see. In the commons, we wanted, what was it? Standard Bearer? Standard Bearer. Squeeze Embrace, good old Squeeze Embrace. Savage Gorilla, Urborg Uprising. Coastal Drake. Okay. So none of the commons. No Standard Bearer in the commons. Gaia's Balance. Gaia's Balance, that's the one. So in the uncommon slot, we're looking for Dragon Arch, and Goblin Ringleader. That's it. We got Dodecapod. Good old Dodecapod. 4 mana, 3/3, and it says if a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard Dodecapod from your hand, put it into play with 2/1/1 counters on it instead of putting it into your graveyard. Flowstone Charger. Big old 2/5 for 4. And when it attacks, it gets +3/-3, so it becomes a 5/2. And, oh, we got the Mystic Snake, which got bumped down to uncommon, did it? It's about $1, almost $1. Not quite, not quite. I think there was the possibility of, was there some rares in there that were, Phyrexian Arena would have been the highest hit, but a lot of the rares in that set are not super worth a whole bunch. All right, so now we're on to 7th edition, and there is some stuff in 7th edition that we need to be mindful of. We've got Sleight of Hand. We've got Counterspell. My goodness. This pack is not having a fun time. Pacifism. No. Saber-Tooth Tiger. No. We got the White Border, everyone's favorite, right? So the commons we're looking for is Sleight of Hand and Counterspell. So both blue cards. Goblin Digging Team, Twiddle, Reclaim. Reclaim's a great card. Blood Pet. Circle of Protection green. Oh, man. Circle of Protections are back. The best. Uncommons, we've got Mana Breach, Sky Diamond, Fire Diamond, Charcoal Diamond, Crypt Rats, Spellbook, Goblin Matron, and Arcane Laboratory. Not Compost, though. And not Phyrexian Hulk. And not Nocturnal Raid. Although, you know, black creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn. Sounds like a red card. Only for black creatures. Ooh. And our rare? Oh, it's a Sweet Mountain. Something else you'll notice from those previous packs, there was no basic land in them. And our rare is Darkest Hour, which is all creatures are black for 1 black mana. That's an interesting card. $4. So there you go. And there's our White Border land, which we'll put off to the side. Alright, Plane Shift is next. And Plane Shift has some interesting stuff in it as well. Again, another set that I never really opened. I didn't start playing again until 7th edition, so I started around 7th and started playing through some of like the Apocalypse and Judgment and all that kind of stuff. So Plane Shift, we have a couple commons. We've got Sunscape Familiar and Terminate, which we need to look for the patron pile. Sky Shroud's Blessing. Oh, these are uncommons. Okay. See, look, I almost lose track of it again. Almost. So there. Here we go. Kurion Explorer. Arctic Merfolk. Cards like Bent. Can you see that? Can you see it if I put it like this? Not really, eh? But if I put it like this, you might be able to see it. See the weird, like, bend in this top corner here? It's weird. I guess it was sticking up a little bit higher than the other cards in the pack when it got packaged. Yeah, even the bottom corner is all wrecked up, too. Weird. Weird. Since the other cards in the pack are not damaged. Huh. That's super strange. Root. Oh, it was the card. This was the card on the. No, it was in the middle because it was this card. I don't know. Who knows? Root Greevel, Aura Blast, Singe, Thornscape Familiar, Stormscape Familiar, Hull Breach. Oh wait, Sunscape. Oh, we got Thornscape and we got Stormscape. We need Sunscape. Sunscape's the one we want. What color is it? White? It's white. Looks like a castle. Of all things. And Terminate, of course, we know what Terminate looks like. No Terminate. No Sunscape Familiar. And then the uncommons, though, we've got Daragaz Caldera. Man. Treva's Ruins. Star Compass. Crossis's Catacombs. Or Crossis's Catacombs. Terminal Moraine. Okay. Not Skyshroud Blessing. Not Allied Strategies. And not Flame Tongue Kavu, though this card was great back in the day. There was a lot of like combos you could do with bouncing this guy or like cloning him and basically like just doing a whole bunch of damage to blow up your opponent's creatures. And our rare is a Doomsday Spectre. Doomsday Spectre. 58 cents. It's a 2/3 for 2 and a blue-black with flying, and it says when it comes into play, return a blue or black creature you control to its owner's hand. When it deals combat damage to a player, look at up that player's hand and choose a card from it. That player discards that card. It's pretty ridiculous. Doesn't have really... I mean, it has flying. That's the best evasion it has. But it's a 2/3 for 4, which means your opponent has at least turn 4, possibly turn 5 to deal with it. So that's kind of awkward, isn't it? Invasion is next. And Invasion has one common of note, and that is Opt. Everyone knows Opt. The only reason it's probably got the value attached to it is because it's currently still playable in Standard, would be my guess. All right, we're sitting with uncommon. Oh yeah, we're sitting with commons. Okay, so commons, Irrigation Ditch. Oh, Explosive Growth. This takes me back too, because I played a bunch during this set as well. Tainted Well. Okay, that's all our commons. We got Samite Archer as our first uncommon. And we have, ooh, geez. There's a bunch of uncommons that are over $10. And by that I mean there's 2. Aura Shards and Sterling Grove. Samite Archer is not one of the cards over $1. We got Scouting Trek, Washout, Chaotic Strike, Tangle, Factor Fiction, Sterling Grove, and Aura Shards. Defiling Tears, nope. And Rewards of Diversity, also no. But our rare is a Mana Maze. 2 mana, 1 and a blue enchantment that says players can't play spells that share a color with the spell last played this turn. Weird. So if they're playing a monocolor deck, they only get to play 1 card every turn. And if you are playing the same color, you can prevent them from playing theirs if you play instants at the beginning of their turn of the color. Jeez. What a weird card. And did we get a foil? Oh, we got a foil. Man, look at those beautiful foils from back then. Mana Maze is $4. Nice way to end nice way to end the week, that's for sure. We got a foil, a sweet old foil, and I don't even know if the scanner will pick it up because it's so dark. Let's see. Will you pick this up? Oh, it's thinking about it. Yeah, come on. You're thinking about it, I know you are. Oh. No? Huh? How about now? How about now? How about now? Curse you! The scanner really doesn't like old foils, because they're so dark, and they look so different than... So we'll add it manually. What is this? Hooded Kavu? Hooded Kavu. And then we got to change it to foil. Not that I don't think it will be crazy priced because I don't think it's it's not really a playable card or anything like that. But there you can see it goes to like 47 cents. It's a beautiful foil. Absolutely gorgeous. I really missed the Star Wipe, to be honest. We only hit 1 foil this week, which is kind of low. I was hoping we would hit at least 1 more foil out of some of these older packs. But maybe we're getting lucky and it's holding off on giving us foils until we get into the Urza's block. Right? Let's hope. Let's hope. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching. I have been your host, MrBevers. This has been one of everything's from MOZ Magic. Make sure you go check out their store. There is a link below in the description. And they have so many packs. So much old product. Definitely check them out. They even have some other stuff that's sealed that's like not pack related, but like Commander or Precon or Sometimes I think even Mo had some of the premium decks on the shelf when I was there. I didn't look at the price of them, but I know that they're there, or at least I think I saw one or two of them. Anyway, thank you so much everyone for watching, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.